watch a video.
No, we're gonna make a video. Yeah.
Say hi, everybody. You gotta say it with your mouth. Hi, everybody. It is Chelsea.
And Chris.
And Carter, and we are part of LBC Party of Five. Did you know that? You gonna say that soon. We gonna get her to say it. LBC Party of Five, and we are so excited to bring you this video. Finally, we know we were gonna bring you some updates, but the exciting part of it is we're in remission. Say I'm in remission. And before we get into the details to bring you up to date from the time that, you know, from her shortly after her diagnosis to now, I first wanted to thank one of our good friends, Katrina. She is under Katrina Forever. I believe she just changed the channel name, formerly known as Two Mommies. Wait, what is it? Two Mommies and a Blessing. But she made these awesome shirts for us. Everybody in the family got one. We're gonna do a whole photo shoot and, you know, it'll be cute. But I love them, Trina. Thank you so much for them. Carter Strong shirts. Show your muscles. Carter Strong. Yeah.
Game season.
Game season.
Bye.
Not yet. We gotta tell them.
We gotta tell them what happened.
He is such a character.
I
Now,
don't watch the video.
She wants to watch the video, but we have to record the video first and then to watch it.
We're gonna tell them about when you went to the hospital and what happened after that.
Alright, so we're gonna try to make it quick so then we can make it all into one video. If not, we'll just do a two-parter. But the first cycle that she went through after leaving the hospital was called the induction phase.
Actually, that was the first day she was admitted.
Oh, okay, the first day she was admitted.
Day one.
And that cycle was the first cycle. It takes 35 days. So I'm gonna look at my notes because I can't even remember that far back,
yeah,
like in detail.
It seems like so long ago, but it really wasn't. But that was just a whirlwind. We were getting so many things thrown at us, so many decisions we had to make. Like that hour, they gave us a huge binder. They gave us, I printed out big, huge pamphlets that you had to read because it's a whole different language almost, and you have to. And that's how you communicate to find out what's going on with your child. You have to learn this jargon and quick. So we got a crash course in some medical terms, and that was overwhelming at first, but
and that phase, that cycle, she actually had to, of course, after leaving the hospital, that consisted of weekly visits to the clinic to receive her chemo, because that was all administered at that time at the clinic. She had 2 surgeries or surgical procedures, the spinal tap. It's called something intrathecal. So there's a big, you know. No,
the spinal taps was to check and see if she had any leukemia cells and her spinal fluid. But during that time, she received chemo in the spinal fluid. That's the intrathecal.
Oh, okay. And then she was on 3 different medications that we had to administer at home. I'm not going to go into the specifics because even if I told you what she was on, if you are someone that is watching this because you are in the situation yourself, it may be different, you know, depending on what type of string it is and everything. So there's no point in going
protocol, but pretty much induction is the same for all types. It's just to really get into that remission as fast as possible.
And we were so happy to also get the news that the type of genetic mutation that this specific blood cancer has was, I don't remember what was
it's the TEL-AML, and that's like the most that's one of the favorable types of mutations that you want in the leukemia cells. It's very sciencey and nerdy.
Yeah, but we were so happy to find that,
to get that news
again,
out.
She was in the highest percentile, and that's what bumped her from the 85 to 95% cure rate.
Yeah.
This is my notes, baby, so I can remember what to update. Okay, you can see it.
But she adjusted very quickly to the situation. I want to say more so than we did. I think that she knew right after waking up that things were going to be different in her life. So, but she handled that whole thing like a champ. The most difficult part of induction was the steroids.
Yes, definitely, and we did touch on that in the unsolicited advice video.
Right.
But yeah, the food intake was insane.
Right. Because she went from, like, let's back it up. She went from being in the hospital, barely eating anything. She was eating she was drinking some apple juice. Like she might have ate like towards the end, but she was just losing weight the entire time we were in the hospital. So to see her eating when we first got home, we were like, okay, great, she's got an appetite back. And then it was 3:40 and she like was wanting food, and I was like, uh-oh, this is different.
But that's what they warn you in the hospital.
Right,
like,
they warn you. They told us, but we didn't really know the magnitude of the intensity.
Right, because we were concerned that she was losing. You could see the weight like dripping off of her. So we were concerned that she was going to be losing too much weight, and they said, no, don't even worry about that.
She's going to gain it back.
When you leave, she's going to be on the steroids.
Right.
She's going to gain all that back and some.
And we were like,
and it really
like,
came
no.
within like 2 weeks. I said, you have that one picture. Maybe I'll try to put it in, link it in here.
Yeah, I looked at her one morning and I was like, wait a minute, what?
Which kid is this?
Yeah.
Who is this kid?
But it did its job, praise God, and it got the result that we needed. She's in remission, so that's what.
Yes.
The point of induction was to get her in remission as fast as possible, and that happened, thank God.
So she was during this time a little irritable. Again, that's still going because of the steroids. Because if she's hungry, like we tried to say, explain it before, she is like a pregnant person times 100 when she does not get what it is that she's asking for. And it has to be exactly the way, like she would watch you cook the food so she could tell you what she wanted in it and what she didn't. Like who knew that she paid attention to the stuff before?
Exactly.
But no spicy foods on steroids. She just wanted Karen's food.
And any parent guide will tell you that depending on your child, they're gonna want different stuff. Like I was reading one guide and they were saying that she was saying that her daughter wanted shrimp cocktail 2 in the morning. One wanted, Panera bread all the time. One wanted, And
in most of these cases, these kids have not had these dishes
ever
before.
And
but they knew to
craving,
ask for it, and it's crazy that their body knows. Well, it's kind of like a pregnant person. Your body knows what it needs. So whether it's something that's specifically, healthy for you or not too healthy for you, your body knows what it needs.
Exactly. So you give them what they want because that's what you do. You make your child comfortable. That's what you do. So and that's a temporary thing because they're not on it for an extreme amount of time.
Because again, that was the period where it's only 35 days and that was it. When she was off.
I think she was on steroids for 28 days, honestly.
Okay, but I'm just saying, the cycle only lasted 35 days. That's the most that it went.
Yeah. And then once she got off of it.
I got more homework.
Once she got off of it, appetite went back to normal within the week.
And some of the things that she wanted before that she was asking for like crazy, she didn't want.
Yeah.
So it was only temporary, even though you may have seen her eating some things and be like, why are you feeding her that? Well, she needed it. You guys already saw that she did have to get her hair cut. It's not so much, it was thinning out, but that was also during the time where her hair was actually hurting her. She didn't like her hair being touched, played with, washed, any of that. And normally that's like, she lives for that. It's like pampering with daddy. It's a spa time.
Yeah.
And she didn't want nothing to do with it. So just to make it
a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because her hair was just like, I couldn't put water on it. It hurts. And then after that haircut, she's like, I'm like, put your head back, and she's just basking in it. It was total difference. So we're so happy that it was emotional, and oh my God, it was tough for me to watch that, but the result was worth it 100%.
Definitely. But we will record, because my camera's about to die, but we will record the second cycle and what we experienced during that time, and then you guys will be fully up to date, because we are currently in the 3rd cycle right now, but we'll catch up on that. We just wanted to get on real quick and share with you that good news that she is in remission.
Yay. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Say thank you for your prayers.
Thank you for my videos.
Thank you for your love.
I get you one like this.
Well, now she's showing off.
Yeah.
And thank you for all the good vibes. Say, keep them coming.
Keep it coming.
All right, so we'll see you next time. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.